this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Then there's Draymond Green. Then it's Moody. And it's Santos in at the 4. Outside Podziemski. Curry against Brunson. From the arc. Curry gets the bucket.
All right, Steph, I see your 3, and I'll raise you with one of my own.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and Coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Back over to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Podziemski. After the basket by New York. From deep. The rebound by Bridges. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Now here's Moody. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Yep, that one goes.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high-percentage looks.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Brunson. Really played well against Indiana in his last game. Out to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. The Warriors pull it in.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open 3.
Now here's Podziemski. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3. Curry's got 6 points.
Well, if there's one guy in this league, you better run off the three-point line. It's Curry.
Towns a screen on Curry. Here's Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Curry. 6 points for him. Here's Podziemski. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
With all eyes on Steph when he has the ball, his teammates find openings, and he finds them.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Ends up going with a whole new group. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. Melton comes in for Moody. .58 seconds left in the first. Curry against Clarkson. It's Shamet on the wing. 9 points for him in his last game. 4 on the clock. And a big finish by Robinson.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? To the paint. Porzingis in the post. Robinson defending. Good work defensively by Robinson. Kicks it out to Clarkson. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. To the middle. Pass to Green. Alvarado with a steal. Here's Shamet from behind the arc. Pure from three-point range.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And a deep three. It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
Oh, wow. Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer.
Whew. We always talk about closing quarters and halves, the importance of it. There you go.
Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter, we've got Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's DeAnthony Melton, and it's Spencer in at the point. Now here's Towns. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. He gets it in there. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, BA, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler.
Even better answer.
Now here's Clarkson. No points yet. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Substitution here for New York. Hart's checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Shamet. Mikal Bridges checked in for Clarkson. And Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Green's checked in for Horford. Santos comes in for Payton. Moody's checked in for Melton. And it's Stephen Curry in for Spencer. And defense has been the strength of the Warriors. So what do they need offensively, Tim?
Well, BA, they need more consistent scoring outside of Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler certainly has helped, but to win at the highest level, it requires more than one three-level scorer.
Now here's Moody. No made baskets yet.
Using all of that size to create leverage coverage and rip down that board.
Hart inside, working on Green. Hart can't hit. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. The Warriors also with a sub. Pajemski's checked in for Porzingis. There's a minute 34 left to play in the second quarter. Curry looking it over. Here's Curry over Brunson. And the Warriors miss again. New York leading by 3. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Guys, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. And so it's Golden State with it. Following the bucket by the Knicks. Curry gets the bucket.
Great footwork there by Curry, getting his body in a position to go up and finish inside.
Back to Brunson. Jacks up a 3. Pajemski grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, a lot of miles on those legs, but Green can still get up occasionally to flush it.
Outside Hart. Here's Brunson outside. The rebound by Moody.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
The kick out, Curry. Three seconds left. The shot comes out, and the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Knicks out in front. They're up by 1. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run! They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no words, as usual. We'll see if Coach can get into their heads. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
This stretch could break their season, but it could also make their season if they step up.
When I was playing, I like these kind of games, to tell you the truth.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
Tim, so many different offensive systems in the NBA. You have a personal favorite to watch?
Yeah, I think I've got a soft spot in my heart for those systems that involve player movement and ball movement, particularly trying to get shooters looks off of screens.
I love the .5 offenses, in and out of the hands, moving the ball fast.
No doubt about it, very difficult to defend.
They've got Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Curry, no good. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 3-point game. Outside Anunoby. Here's Brunson, and it's New York scoring again.
The lefty getting it to go. Jalen Brunson once again.
All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Outside Anunoby. Inside. Towns outside. Oh, Towns with the triple.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You gotta guard Towns from the corners especially.
Pass to Santos. Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Brunson. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
In that mid-range area, it's important for Curry to have that quick release.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Warriors making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. You take a look at the Warriors. The season is winding down. They sit 9th on the outside looking in currently.
Well, I think for Golden State, it's really been an intriguing year for them. I mean, they work hard, they play gritty, but they're just so inconsistent.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league.
And that one's good, Brunson.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Now here's Porzingis. Still no points. Here's Podziemski. Again, Golden State.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Oh, taking it to him, Jalen Brunson.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly. He's dropping his shot in.
Outside Podziemski. Out to the right wing. Here's Santos. On target from range. Santos has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Towns on a screen. Brunson passes to Towns. From outside, off the mark. The Warriors trailing. 36 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's Podziemski. And the Warriors with another 3. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Screen by Hart, and here's Brunson from the arc. The three-pointer is down. Jalen Brunson.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Moody. Now Porzingis. Porzingis Porzingis punishing inside.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth, we've got Al Horford. Stephen Curry is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Towns doing some work on the interior.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 2. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. And their road tour has only begun. That'll be game 2 of 6. Knocks it down from distance.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Here's Shaman. Towns for 3. Cat answers with a 3-ball.
There's a 3 for Towns, countering the 3 they just gave up.
Oh, touches it off the glass.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possessions.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Going with almost an entire new group here. Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Shaman. Mikal Bridges checked in for Clarkson. And Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Allie, thank you. Now here's Towns. Outside Hart. Clock at 6. He's off from 3.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Curry against Brunson. Lays it in easily.
Well, if he gets this hot, it's very difficult to contain him. There are just so many ways Curry can beat you offensively.
Now here's Anunoby. From deep. Oh, no good. Moody. Oh, the long ball, no good. The Knicks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Brunson against Curry. Yes, sir! That one's good!
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
Curry. In traffic, Curry puts it in.
He's just a natural-born leader. This team counts on Curry to take over in exactly these spots.
Yes, it's good.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific group right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Here's Curry. Floats one up.
Well, that is a tough cover down there, and Curry relishes any opportunity he gets to go to the foul line.
He doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Well, in terms of entertainment, Steph Curry can put up more highlights in one game than some guys have in their entire career.
And the second of two is good, and that gives them a lead.
Well, they still have the lead. Now they have to protect it.
Takes a step back. Brunson. Curry there for the rebound. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Brunson. Yes, sir!
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Curry. The three is off. And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
I am really curious to see what he's got in store here.
Here's New York now to take the lead. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
And they aren't over the limit yet.
Defensive foul calls to Stephen Curry. First personal. First team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. One shot.
Now that's how you capitalize at the line. As long as they play good defense, they should have this one sealed.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, thoughts on what Coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Curry with it. Green, a screen. No good from 3. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Jalen Brunson at the line, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
And the Warriors call time here. They're losing by 4. All right, guys, what's your take?
Well, their only hope is for somebody to hit a three-pointer and get fouled for it and one. I'd be surprised if there's a defender anywhere in the vicinity of a three-point attempt.
So it's the Knicks who come out on top here. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And we present the player of the game, Jalen Brunson.